Hello, welcome to Violet Shadow Tarot. Today we are going to be doing a general reading for the sign of Taurus. If the title of this video drew you in, there are messages in this reading for you. If this does not end up resonating, it is a general reading, so it won't resonate for everyone. Don't try to make it fit. I'm going to start out by pulling a oracle card, then move into some tarot, and then do some runes and charms at the end. So let's pull the general energy. What message does Taurus need to see? Taurus. Martyr. The matron of the blind. Honesty, shame, and restitution. Okay. Put those aside. Okay, so we're looking for past, present, and then future. So let's pull some past energy for Taurus. Past energy for Taurus, please. Past energy for Taurus. The Queen of Pentacles. Temperance in reverse. Past energy for Taurus. And then the Nine of Cups. Okay, present energy. The Empress. The Seven of Wands. And then the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay. And then potential future energy that flew. Let me get that real quick. The Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Moon, and then the Ten of Swords. Okay, so bottom of the deck we have the Shadow Dream Catcher. Let's see what else is below it. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so Taurus, I am seeing flip-flopping energies here. Like a situation that maybe in the past, even in the past, it kind of looks like it was something that wasn't like you thought was stable, but then maybe, and actually you went through periods where it was fulfilling for you, but like it came and it would come and go. It wasn't like a constant sort of a thing, but it was something that you at least had set like in your mind that it was geared towards stability and fulfillment, whatever this might be. But with the Temperance in reverse, it does kind of give the vibes of like just imbalance, not actually being what, like you kind of, it's almost like you fighting with yourself in the past about like, is this stable? Is this fulfilling? And then we move into now. So this was the past where you were feeling like it is, but is it? Kind of. And then you have present. So in the present, we have the Empress. Beautiful. The Seven of Wands. Okay. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. So what this is showing is more concrete, like knowing a little bit more clearly. And with the Seven of Wands, it's kind of like boundaries come in to my mind. It's kind of more like, yes, no, in the past, it really wasn't, I wasn't seeing things clearly, or what was being shown to me wasn't what it like actually ended up being. And the need to kind of pull from within yourself the ability to like put boundaries up. And also with the Ace of Wands in reverse, it's kind of like in doing so, you're not sure if either you want to commit to whatever this is. Could be an individual, a relationship. I know that the last reading for you was a relationship. reading. It ended up being a relationship reading. And this energy definitely goes hand in hand with that. So maybe you're putting up the boundaries and kind of either saying like, I'm not going to commit to something that is not stable. I think the last one was like a push and pull sort of a energy. And that actually, it does suit the energies that are on the table right now. But now it's more of like a boundaries up. You're going to hold in your power and like not accept bullshit, kind of not accept that push and pull. You're coming into the power to be able to do that. Let's just say it like that way. That's a better way of saying it. So in the future, we do have the Six of Pentacles in reverse up here. We have the Moon, and then we have the Ten of Swords. So it's like a continued cycle from the cycle before. With the Moon, we can talk about the shadow, secrets, the parts of us that we kind of push down and don't want to look at. I honestly feel like this situation may be bringing up parts of within yourself that is hard for you to look at, or questioning like, why am I ending up in something like this? Like, why wasn't I able to see more clearly, like in the, like earlier on, like, why was I even questioning, basically, why wasn't I even questioning, if this was what I thought? Like, it's one of those sort of thing. Like you almost like, you kind of feel like you let yourself down. But at the same time with this Martyr card, it's bringing those things out of you. So you're able to honestly like look at yourself and look at the situation and like see where things, like the underneath, the stuff that goes underneath that causes everybody to act the way that they do. But it's not your fault. If someone else is treating you some certain way, it's not your fault that they're treating you a certain way. And it's not that, even if you've gotten to a position where you've like, quote unquote, you say that you've allowed certain sort of behavior, like you're coming into, it's teaching you how to step up and boundary up and not be somebody who someone can do that push-pull thing with and like get away with it. So don't beat yourself up too much. With the Six of Pentacles reversed, the Moon, and then the Ten of Swords, it does seem like whatever situation, like if the Six of Pentacles in reverse, that's, an imbalance. And like an offer that's like an unacceptable offer possibly. So if this person continues to do the way that they do, kind of having to reflect and cut your losses, cut your ties, or them having to really step up and do something to change. Like basically a situation where it's like, this is unacceptable, either something has to change or like we have to part ways sort of thing. But with the Shadow Dream Catcher, I know that this is something, you could feel it very heavily, that it's something that has really messed with your head. Like that, I'm getting that it's really messed with your head and it's made you doubt yourself in some ways. So that's something to kind of look into and just realize that other people's, the way that they act and the things that they do and the way that they treat you is not a reflection of you and your worth. It's a reflection of themselves. Like their own shame could be, most of the time, is what is like the driving factor that they're not even conscious of. But it doesn't mean that you're not worth it. If they're pushing and pulling you, that doesn't mean that you're not worth it. It's a difficult situation for sure. Let's pull some advice. But I do feel like you've been hard on yourself. That's what I wanted to say. Like, that's why I was trying to say that. But it does feel like you're kind of stepping up differently right now. Like it's put you in a situation where you had to step up differently because it was so hard on you. I'm pulling some advice for Taurus, please. Advice for Taurus. the Shaman in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, let's see what we are, and then the Eight of Wands. Okay, so with this advice, what I'm seeing here, the bottom of the deck is the World in reverse. What I'm seeing with this advice, the Shaman in reverse, this is an extra card that's in this deck, special to this deck. That's not traditional to tarot, but the Shaman in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, what it's saying to me is, I think you know that like when things are unhealthy and unstable, and it can literally affect your health. A situation that has you in your head that doing something like this, the push-pull thing, it really can cause not only like mental like anguish, but also health problems. In order for you to be able to fully step up into your power, you have to understand the ways that it affects you and what you need to kind of start moving in the direction. Even if it's a slow direction, it's moving in the direction. We have the Knight of Pentacles and then the Eight of Wands. You're moving towards that direction, and you want to make sure that you continue to move in that direction. Whether this means with the Eight of Wands here, you may have to speak this to the other individual. If this is another individual, and it does seem like it is again, speak your truth to them. Like, put these boundaries up and stand strong in what is right and what's healthiest for you, because what's it happened in the past, it's not been healthy for you. So being able to stay strong and continue to move forward, that is going to be necessary to have the conversation. And if shit doesn't change, or if they don't go well, or whatever it is that happens, know what is healthy and what's not healthy for you, because you don't want to continue in this like cycle. The World in reverse, you don't want to continue in that cycle. And I don't think that it's like you're on the path to not, or you could have literally like, you're already planning to do it, or you've done it and you're trying to just stick to that path to not let it happen anymore. Because you know, just keeping faith that everything is going, like, you're going to have the strength to be able to do this. And don't be too hard on yourself, because the shame that you feel can truly affect, you know, how you're able to like maneuver out of a situation or just maneuver through a situation. Let's go ahead and pull. I've got some runes here for you. I want to see what comes out. All right, so here is your first rune. So this is Laguz, which means water. You could be dealing with something someone that has water in their chart, or this is kind of like flow and intuition, and really trusting that. I think that you in the past did not trust your intuition. One of these sorts of situations could definitely, or it does definitely, make you doubt yourself and doubt your thoughts and doubt if you've done things wrong, and if what you're seeing is real. You know, it can be really hard on you. And knowing that people, and it also talks about the unconscious. So where people, it's very like 12th house Piscean type of a vibe, like where people, and the moon, where people do, where all of the like whys come from, like why people do the things that they do is an unconscious thing. And it when you realize that, there's a lot of growth that happens from that. And it's not a person, like you don't take things personal, because it has nothing to do with your value, the way that someone else acts. Here is your next rune. This is Isa. So this is ice. It's funny. We have water and ice. So this is like obstacles, like delays and like blocks. So, and like stagnation, which I think that for sure you had been in a period, or at least the last reading, and you still may be in the period, it was like a stagnant, like, situation. And water turns to ice. And I feel like you're just trying to, like, get through the situation and, like, thaw out. So knowing that you can get past these, trusting your intuition, you can get past the obstacle, quote unquote, that's in your way, and continue to build strength and trust in yourself, because that's really important, to trust in yourself, because it's kind of feeling like it's been broken. And I hear it's been broken. The trust has been broken, and that's also with you, within yourself, not just with the other person. Let's go ahead, see if I can get some charms out for you. We have the Hello Kitty charm, money bags, a wrench. It's so hard to, some of these charms are small. It's hard to maneuver them without ruining things. Ah, okay. We have the letter Z, a 3-leaf clover, a pretty filigree butterfly, a Pegasus, a bird, an arrow, we have a heart with what looks like a nurse's cap on it. We have the letter R. We have the wheel of a boat. We have the letter E. What is this? Looks like bears, possibly. These are bears. We have a hand holding out love. We have a crown. We have a mouse or a cat. I think it's actually a mouse. It's a mouse or a cat. It's actually really hard to tell. We have another horse, but this time it's just a horse, not a Pegasus. An elephant. A star with a fairy inside of it. I'm almost positive every reading that I do, elephants come out. So we have another star, this time with a tree. We have a key. We have a dragonfly. We have the letter X. We have dream, hope, trust, love. We have a rocket. And then, oh, we have a Hogwarts 9 3/4 Hogwarts Express token. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being here. I do hope that this reading helps you in some way. I hope that it resonates. Do let me know if it has. Like, share, subscribe if you feel inclined to do so. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I do hope to see you again. Have a very blessed day.